It's Tuesday. You know what that means? Yep, it's Tuesday. So you know what happens in this channel around Tuesdays? You know what happens when we have the blanket on, a little plushie, and it's Tuesday? We do Terrific Terrifying Tuesdays. Terrific Terrifying Tuesdays, a series where every single Tuesday on this channel we like to look at scary things from Japan, that either being TikToks, animated stories, or anything you guys want me to react to. Just comment it down below. I'll definitely react to it. Today we're going to be looking at the story of Sadako. Not the game. It's you're going to be aware of who this character is. It's basically The Ring, but like a Japanese story of it. I'm pretty sure, because last time we did like The Nun, but it had nothing to do with like Japan in general. But this time, 110%, it's a Japanese urban legend type. I don't know if it's like a story like it's like from Japan, but it's connected to Japan. Basically, the girl from The Ring. We don't know. I don't know if she was actually like invented in Japan and like they just like brought it over to America. Not really sure, but you know what? We're gonna be looking at that today. Anyways, guys, no long intro today. No further explanation. It's a scary video. It's Tuesday. You know what time it has to be. Samurai Shinobi Nerds Peeps Geeks ready between. Sit back, relax, enjoy the intro. Enjoy the intro? I mean, I guess you could enjoy the intro. Roll the intro, please. Thank you very much.
真っ昼間からよく寝てられるっちゃね。
Finding myself newly single, I decided to escape to a remote resort on Oshima Island with my daughter, Mia. The
Notoshima Island
melancholy
or
beauty
Tsushima
of the island offered a tranquil refuge from the recent upheaval of our lives. Little did we know, a terror lurked beneath its surface. I chose this resort because I wanted something more secluded for my daughter. It's
Okay.
been a year since
That's the
Mia has
Annabelle
said a
doll.
word to anyone. I thought it was a result of all the fighting
Stranger
between my
danger.
ex and I, but months have passed since the divorce.
What did he sound like? What did he sound like? That one rock? What's it called? Villain from Super Mario
And
64.
still not a peep. Everything at the resort seemed normal at first. The
a
staff,
resort?
always with a friendly smile,
So you're on
were
vacation.
very welcoming.
You didn't move.
They remembered our names, catered to our dietary preferences, and were always ready with suggestions for local attractions. However, even this tranquil setting couldn't ease the deafening silence between Mia and me. We spent the majority
Mia
of the
and-
trip hanging out along the beach, but honestly, I was bored having no one to talk to. My phone didn't
You have
have
your daughter?
reception. I couldn't even text my friends.
Talk to your daughter? What did you talk to your friends? Talk to your own freaking daughter about how she feels, what the resort is doing to her? Like, do parents just forget they have children? Like, I don't fucking play with your daughter, make sandcastles with her. I don't know, strike up a conversation with someone else. Buy your daughter an ice cream. There's so many freaking things you can be doing at a resort with your daughter, and you want to talk to your friends. It's like, what?
So I focused on spending quality time with Mia, watching movies,
Thank
playing
you.
board games, and playing near the water. I would do anything for
Well,
my
she
daughter
likes
to
it.
feel comfortable talking to me again. One rainy
It's little
afternoon,
by little.
we were in the resort's communal room after breakfast. I looked at the movies on the shelf
when you
and
teach her
pulled
how
out
to vibe.
Snow White, since it was her favorite. Eagerly, I popped the tape in.
The VHS's. VHS TV.
Into the
VHS,
old
baby.
VCR. It took a while for it to work.
I mean, it's a VHS.
Finally,
They put it in a VCR.
began to play. But instead of familiar
moment you don't see the
animated
Disney logo, you take it out.
characters, a collage of horrifying images assaulted our senses. An eclipse followed by a mirror reflecting a woman's tormented face. Then a well in a barren field. I tried to turn it off, but it didn't work. Mia's hand clenched
Plug it.
mine as she shivered in fear. That's when my cell phone buzzed to life, startling me.
I thought the tape was longer.
Seeing an incoming call,
7
I
minutes.
picked it up, only to hear an ominous
Why?
voice on the other line,
Spam.
echoing the same words as Mia. 7 days.
That's not the
The
same.
person on the other
line.
line immediately hung up. I was confused and terrified at the same
Proceeds.
time. I had watched the movie Ring a few times to be paranoid.
You watched the movie Ring. So what came out first, the chicken or the egg here? Was it a Japanese legend first and adapted in America, or is this video based off the American release made into a Japanese story? I'm so confused.
But I was also a little relieved that my Mia had finally said something. During the next 6
She hasn't
nights,
talked to you this entire
my
time?
tranquility was gradually
Down.
shattered. On the first night, the lights would flicker at random intervals.
I've
I
seen The Ring
dismissed it
before,
as
and
a
I
trivial
believe
issue.
the only thing I hate about The Ring, and I've watched it before, the only thing I hate about The Ring was when like you would eat hair at one point, which is just like, super gross. You like vomit hair, so like, you'd pull hair out of your throat. Ugh, I hated that
Attributing
scene.
it to the less than perfect electrical infrastructure common in such remote locations. On the second
Wasn't it
night,
just
I
raining?
was startled by whispers that seemed to float in from nowhere. Although the chilling
That's when you
tone
leave.
sent shivers down my spine, I
do
quickly
you beat
brushed
it? You have
them
to make a
off
copy
as
of
the
the tape,
result
right?
of
What do you- I
staff
forgot you
chatter
beat The Ring.
carrying over from somewhere else in the resort.
Well, if you saw The Ring,
On the third night,
and
an
they said
inexplicable
7
cold
days.
invaded our rooms. Despite the summer
clearly
heat
know how to
outside,
beat
our
it.
room was frigid, as though an air
Then go
conditioner
outside.
was working overtime. I brushed this off too, assuming the resort staff had finally gotten the erratic air.
okay, let's say you've never watched The Ring. There's clearly other things you can do. It's super cold. Go outside. I don't know what else to say. Like I forgot how The Ring even works. But technically, since you've seen The Ring and this thing is based off The Ring, can you just like Google it? You don't even have to watch the movie. Google what they did to beat it. I mean, you got the same phone call and everything. Like, might as well. Even if it's like a prank, just to like double check, make sure. It's like playing Bloody Mary, and then like being confused why shit's happening to you. It's like, well, you played Bloody Mary, like you knew what you were doing.
Unit to work effectively. The fourth night brought a series of ominous scratching sounds from within the walls. The unsettling sounds were disturbing, yet I dismissed them as the work of small animals or insects, a common occurrence given our proximity to nature on the island. The fifth night took an unnerving
Oh, it's an
turn
island,
when
so it's probably
shadows in our
Tsushima
room
Island.
began to morph into peculiar and terrifying shapes in the dim light. I justified this as a side effect of the constant stress and my overactive imagination casting ordinary
Why do you
objects
push
into
things away?
grotesque
What if things are actually
silhouettes.
real?
However, on the
If you
sixth
see
night,
something, say
the
so.
faucets began to drip with a liquid that disturbingly resembled blood. This gruesome spectacle was impossible
How do you explain that one? How do you explain that? How are you gonna push that one
to
aside, genius?
rationalize. The strange happenings of the previous nights, which I had so swiftly dismissed, now seemed to be sinister
Swiftly.
omens, signaling that something was seriously wrong. When I went to the front desk
No,
to complain
sir.
again, no one was there.
Or is it day 7?
I decided we
You're
would
done,
stay the
Jack.
night, and if staff didn't return by morning, we would leave. Mia woke up screaming
staff
about the
isn't there.
scary lady from the well. I couldn't sleep, so I
That
went
hurt
to
my
the front
ears.
desk and got on their computer. A sense of dread gripped me. Something was horribly wrong. I started researching the history of the resort and was chilled to the bone. We had unwillingly become part of Sadako's curse, a vengeful spirit of a psychic girl betrayed and thrown into a well to die a slow, lonely death. On the last night, the air hung heavy with terror, and I couldn't find Mia. Frantic, I searched the resort only to find her outside, under the moonlight, her small figure making its way towards a well that wasn't on the resort's map.
This is why you search things up before we go anywhere. Also, how do you not notice a will that isn't in the map? Like, weren't you like walking around and stuff?
I sprinted after her, my heart pounding in my chest, calling out her name.
And I
She seemed to
ran.
be in a trance.
I ran so far
undeterred by my
away.
pleas. I tried to stop her, but she was strong, unnaturally
She is
so,
dazed, bro. She's
pushing
gone.
me away with a force that defied her petite frame. Then, out of nowhere, Sadako made her horrifying entrance out of the well, her long hair obscuring her face. Mia snapped out of her trance and stared at the ghost in
Here's what I want you to do. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to grab those greñas. You know what greñas are? It's basically hair in Spanish. You get those greñas, right? And you just yank her, and you yank her back into the pit. That's what I want you to do. Oh, but she's a ghost. Pray. I don't know. You should have Googled it from day one. From the moment you got the call, you should have Googled what to do. Why didn't you just Google now?
Here, I held Mia close, my heart thundering in my chest as Sadako moved towards us. But just as she lunged, Mia reacted. Her eyes flashed with resolve as she raised her small hand. The area erupted
타비요. 그렇게만 그러셨네요. 진짜요.
with a blinding light and crackling energy. It was my first time witnessing
she's
her
God.
psychic abilities. A stark revelation.
You never
amidst the
mentioned she has
chaos.
psychic abilities.
Mia's psychic power clashed with Sadako's vengeful force. A shockwave of images and emotions cascaded through my mind, including Sadako's birth,
What?
her family, then her betrayal and death. Sadako, you have to move on. Mia's voice, steady despite her fear, echoed. A sudden realization gripped me.
You ever thought about just calling the Ghostbusters? That works. Call the Demon Slayers if they're still around. I mean, I don't. Yeah, it's modern times. Can you call the Ghostbusters? Call them. Clearly, it's a ghost. Ghostbusters. Just call them. You need to have like this whole psychic. Please, I wish there was a video where they actually did call the Ghostbusters.
Mia's psychic abilities weren't random. She was somehow
never mentioned
spiritually
psychic
connected to Sadako from the start. It wasn't a random haunting we
How?
were facing, but a call of
If they say
recognition from a loyal
reincarnation,
spirit to a
I'm
kindred
ending the
soul.
video.
You didn't deserve that. Believe me, Mia told her as she shared her past with her. These visions were adventure, capturing scenes of her father's cruel abuse when he discovered her psychic gifts. The bitter
She's an X-Men now. Is that what we're doing?
divorce and the suffocating silence that followed. A horrifying scream pierced the silence. Trembled.
I mean, that girl's got some
Then,
balls.
as
I mean,
if
she's carrying the
devoured by
Annabelle.
the darkness, she vanished, leaving an almost deafening silence behind. Mia, drained, collapsed into my arms. In the aftermath of the
Makes sense.
encounter, I couldn't help but marvel at Mia. She had faced her fears head on and used her psychic abilities to empathize with a tormented spirit. Even though our lives were
I mean,
far from
okay, I
ordinary,
guess.
we had survived an ordeal that had deepened our bond immeasurably.
She
But
had
even
survived
as
the
relief
ordeal
washed over us,
because
a
you
lingering feeling
put her in
remained.
that situation.
As we settled back into our
Lingering
room for
feeling.
one more night, I couldn't shake the realization that Mia's connection with Sadako was no mere coincidence. It was a call of recognition from one kindred spirit to another, and now, with her powers awakened, Mia had become a beacon for other spirits. Mia's newfound confidence and understanding of her gift seemed to usher in a new chapter in our lives.
She's not an X-Men,
Mia
bro.
was more attuned to the spiritual world,
That's
and
her
her
quirk,
psychic
spiritual.
gift was now part of her identity. One night, as we were settling for dinner, Mia's eyes widened.
Okay, I
Her
guess.
gaze fixed on something in the distance. I followed her up.
I swear that's what is it called, a medium where they can see ghosts? I think some mediums are real. I think some mediums are just pure schizophrenic. I'm sorry, but like, why don't you say that there's a ghost there when we're doing an investigation? Why not say it? You stay quiet. I don't
saw
know why.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Do you see her? I felt a chill run down my spine. She's been watching us all day. Our tranquil home had been transformed into an unpredictable space since our return from Oshima Island. Mia's connection to the spiritual world had opened a door that couldn't be closed, and now ghosts were making their presence known. We were on the precipice of a new journey, and I couldn't help but wonder where it would lead us.
The Annabelle. Well, that was the end of that video. Comment down below what you thought of that. Could they not just call the Ghostbusters? I mean, they're back home. Call the freaking Ghostbusters. I swear, like, no one ever does that. Why didn't they mention she was... So, first of all, they just said that Mia, like, the daughter, was just never talking. right? And then she's like, oh, she's a psychic now. So she was just an X-Men all along. Like, couldn't she have sensed the like psychic energy coming from the flippin' VHS tape? Like, hello, excuse me? Like, also, I don't know, I'm just so confused from this. This actually Terrifying Tuesday was not scary whatsoever. I have no idea why I brought Link out here with. I mean, it did get loud at some parts, but like, it was more funny than everything. It was more funny and more confusing than all else. But yeah. Anyways, guys, with that out the way, please like, comment, subscribe, share, do any of that. Any of that helps the channel. I might live stream. I don't know. I think I might live stream on Friday. Not really sure if I'll be able to do that, but if I do, please go ahead and join us. Watch, okay? And yeah, nothing else to be said. Till next time. Sayonara.